matter what it is in life that you want, you gotta go out there and get it. Just don't let it come to a sleeper but a dream. Never give up on your goals, stay focused on you. Focus your view, succeed, cause I'm hoping you do. Keep climbing up the ladder, cause the key to success. Go hard and go home, never settle for less. Life is stress, but we gotta deal with it, homie. Send a prayer to the man to put a shield on it. Work hard for what you get, appreciate what you got. You can always improve, just don't stop. Going for your dream to achieve in your life. Gotta take a chance like
team? This is Robert Porter with the I Love San Bernardino County radio show on KCA NBC 106.5 FM, 1050 AM. We will talk politics, culture, and history. Ibiani Locker, what's up today? It's great to see you, dude.
Hey, man, as they say, it's great to be seen, blessed to be alive. How you doing today, Robert? I love the energy, brother.
Man, I'm feeling great today. A little bit of rain coming in back, and that just brings the energy. I'm like a plant. You give me rain, I grow.
Amen, amen. No, growth is...
when mushrooms grow.
You know it.
Sorry.
Flowers.
Growth is a beautiful thing, so whatever spurs it is a good thing.
Yes, and we did try growing some mushrooms, but those are really hard to grow, man.
It's
like
a good business if you do.
Yeah, like you can get them at the local farmers markets, and they'll show the different varieties. But like if you don't really pay attention, yeah, they will go bad.
I
pretty
believe
quick.
you.
Wow.
All right, well, we have a great show planned for us today. The Alexanders are on their way right now, but we also have Farron Dozier in the house today.
What's
And
happening?
what are you going to speak on today?
Oh, no, I just come to let you know that the Inland Empire Hounds, your professional ABA basketball team, has their first season opener Sunday, the 23rd of November at 3 p.m. at the Norton Gym. Our main campaign is for the love of dogs, so we're looking for all the dog breeders to grief counseling to be a part of our company, a part of our brand, to come out, set up tables, set up booths if you're interested.
We'll dive a little bit more
Yeah.
into that in a second.
For
And
sure.
Tanya, what are you here for today?
I love that. I love to breed Frenchies, but go ahead.
Oh, we got to talk.
So I'm here today because I wrote a book called The Doggy Explorer.
Come on.
Right here. Right here.
And I saw some loved ones in the picture.
Yep.
So that was awesome.
Absolutely. So we have a multicultural, multi-ethnic family. We have an Italian Mastiff, obviously Italian. We have a black Shar-Pei, Chinese. And then we have a Frenchie who's multicolored. And so that is my dog pound besides my kids.
Well, that is awesome. We'll
That's
get
cool.
into a little more of that and talk that over. But I'd like to mention our sponsors, Golden Pizza and Wings. They have a deal right now over at the store on Olive and Waterman or Golden and Highland, $5.55 plus tax all day, every day for till the end of the month.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like it's a takeout only. So
Yes.
give them a call, tell them takeout only for a large cheese or pepperoni pizza. And then we also have our sponsor, PAL Charter Academy at 2450 Blake Street. Give them a call at 909-887-7002. And you can get more information at info@palcenter.org. And they're our local charter school that really likes to reach out to kids who want a good, strong foundation. And maybe they're not good for the public school system, or maybe there's a special program at PAL that you might want to get your kids into.
Right.
So call and just see. Right? There's a middle school. There's their high school, and I see that school giving a lot of locals an opportunity. Small businesses, non-for-profits, local people with expertise.
Yes, yes.
So that's what Mr. Radden is good at doing, is
Yes.
bringing together all those elements of the community, and it becomes more than just a charter school. It becomes like a
community
snapshot of the community. Yes.
Definitely like a community hub.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Got
And especially for the kids, because kids need a hub.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
and if your hub is your school, whoa, wow,
There
that's
you
so
go.
cool. I do have what else we got here? Oh, I got the standout of the week. All right, so this I Love San Bernardino standout of the week is a special one because today we had our Arts and Historical Preservation Commission meeting, and I understand how important the arts and history are to our community, but I also understand that most history could not be created without an artist, right? So like there is some history that's created that for people that aren't artists, but like visual history, like architects and things like that's all art.
And photography as
Yeah,
well, right?
exactly. Yeah. So like these artists add so much to our community.
Yes, indeed.
Right? Without them, we're not getting the beauty. We're not getting the good feelings of what's going on. And if you just get all your information from the news or something, then you get that negative feel of San Bernardino. So we don't want that. And the artists like Stephen Bielak and Michael Segura
Yes.
on the Arts Commission, you know, they go above and beyond. They're like on the commission, plus
Yes.
they do all the arts in the community, right?
Totally.
So them and all the artists that have even tried and just you know making doggy short story books or incredible flyers for your program, right? We're all a little bit of artists. So I'm
Right.
kind of like trying to showcase with this standout everybody.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
If you've done a little bit of art, you deserve it. And please keep continuing to do it.
So who's the standout of the week?
Artists.
Yeah, that means you.
I think that's all of us.
You.
I think that's all of us. That's E-Money as well.
There you
By
go.
Chubsy Smash Burger.
Definitely.
2344 Sterling Avenue, right next to Crazy Boss, right across the street from Sterling Cinema. Go over to Chubsy Smash Burger. Get yourself a family pack. Eat those 4 burgers. Smash Burgers. Go across the street and watch a movie for cheap and
There
get
you
the
go.
cheap popcorn.
You know what? I didn't even know that theater was still open because we used to go there back in the day. Saw Mortal Kombat there back in the day.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, but for real. But I definitely want to. I was with my mom, so yeah, none of that for me.
No.
But just want to take a moment real quick to shout out our engineer, E-Money, for winning the award with Palm Trees in Progress at Lou Dowdy's West Coast Cypher event, I think it was called. How was that, man?
Thanks for the shout out, man. Yeah, it was West Coast Cypher from Lou Productions. It was a great time. Want to say thanks again, Lou, for recognizing us and giving us an award. It was awesome. I wore a cool tuxedo shirt. It was one of those shirts with a
saw
tuxedo
you.
on it.
Dressed to the
Exactly. You know what? Shout out to Amazon.
That sounds like something you should be creating for Palm Trees in Progress.
You
man.
know, it was just short. It was
Short notice.
Yeah. Well, I was stoned and I forgot to do it
Truth be told.
I knew it.
on weed.
And where can people tune in outside of this, looking at the live stream?
Oh, yes, you can also tune in on the KCAA app, which is on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Go ahead and type in KCAA, and we'll pop right up, and you can listen in Paris, France, or Paris, California.
And we also have one more event coming up this Saturday.
Oh, yes, November 22nd, Angel Baby. Is that?
Yep.
Yes, the Angel Baby. What is it?
Turkey
Turkey Jam. So there's gonna be a bunch of cool DJs out here. A lot of cool old school classic cars. So come by at the Teamsters location.
It's until 4 o'clock.
You know what? I forgot the hours
Yeah.
off top. But
I think it's like around 11 to 4 or 10 to 4. Around
sounded
there.
confident
go ahead
saying
and
it.
Look on Angel Baby.
Yeah, I was just
Look
about to
on
say,
Angel
go to
Baby's
his page.
man. It'll be blowing up, man, because Angel Baby has got a following.
Yes,
He
indeed.
is a real star local.
Word up. Beyond local, because he took over Art LeBeau's spot.
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
national. So
Yeah.
people
Like,
know. Yeah,
it's getting
He's been
big.
doing
His-
that
his
for a
star
while.
is getting big
yeah.
and
How many
shiny, and
months
that
now?
is
I
good
think
for
he's
San
been holding it
Bernardino
down
and
for
the
Art LeBeau.
Hawaii, for sure.
It's been how many months has he taken over for the Art LeBeau connection?
You know what? It seems like, it's getting
3-4
close to a
months.
year
Oh,
now.
maybe a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Shout
stuff.
out to Little
Yeah,
Dreamer in
tune
San
into
Quentin.
Tune into Angel Baby show here on KCAA as well. He goes through some good oldies. Yeah, on Fridays, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 3-hour block, I believe.
All right, I have a few, and that, brought to you by Chubsy Smashburger. We love Chubsy's. All right, I have a few events here that Michael Segura from the Garcia Center for the Arts sent me this event. Mercado 536, Saturday, November 29th at 1 to 5 p.m. Shop local market, vendors wanted. Open to all small businesses for an application. At the Garcia Center for the Arts so that's going to be November 29th. So if you're interested in getting a hold of them, get a hold of Michael or get on their Instagram and send a message to Garcia Center for the Arts. They also have the Creative Entrepreneur Mixer.
Okay.
Meet other Inland Empire creatives, question and answer business panels, speed networking, RSVP to attend this free event. So it's at the Garcia Center on December 13th, 2025 from 3 to 8 p.m. So then again, get a hold of their Instagram and send them a message.
Definitely.
Good stuff there.
And I just want to shout out the Garcia Center for their amazing 10-year anniversary gala that happened this past Friday over at the Garcia Center. They were also honoring Dottie Garcia, which you know is Ernie Garcia's wife. And it was a beautiful event. The sculptures, the centerpieces that they had were blown out of blown glass.
Wow.
The artists that did them were beautiful because they have glass blowing there now. They have ceramics, pottery. You know, this is a lot of beautiful things happening at the Garcia Center. So check it out.
Huge urban garden.
Totally.
Yes. We do have some incredible community events coming up. And of course, we got the Christmas tree lighting at Miracle on Court Street, right? So the ceremony will be on December 10th. Oh, no, I'm sorry. What is this?
December 4th.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what they're doing. All right, here. The Miracle on Court Street is different than the Christmas tree lighting, but they have the Christmas tree at Miracle on Court Street.
Yes, definitely.
So what it is, on December 4th at 5 p.m., they will, at Court Street Square, we will light the Christmas tree.
Hopefully successfully this time.
Yes. Yes, it's successfully. And then, Miracle on Court Street is December 10th through 21st, and they'll have breakfast with Santa, ice skating. It'll be from 5 to 9 p.m. And I do know that there's a couple days that they're looking for a sponsor. I do believe the United Way was one of them mentioned that was a sponsor.
United Way is sponsoring on December 13th in the evening, and Miss Holiday will be out there, Mrs. Holiday actually, reading to children that evening, all dressed up, ready to go. The arts and crafts and some different things that day. And I think we're actually partnering with someone else.
Okay, cool. And they're looking for some other partners. So if you're interested, team, your organization, hit up Vanessa over at Parks and Rec or April or anyone you can get a hold of. That's going to be a great event. And I wanted to mention a little bit that happened at our Arts and Historical Preservation Commission meeting today. Basically, we went over meeting minutes from last meeting, and we talked a little bit about the different ad hoc committees that we have. And what we did is we combined the old ad hoc committee that you were on, Tanya, with the historic ad hoc committee that me and Steven are on now. So we
Okay.
can get back to that sister city artifacts and stuff like that. So we changed that. We kept the meeting at 4:00. So there was someone wanted to change it, but we decided not to change it, to keep it at 4. And then we had for items for future agenda. So Gwen in Arlington had mentioned to me about 2 years ago that it'd be cool to rename that section of East Street in front of the Martin Luther King statue after Martin Luther King.
Oh.
But when I tried to get some response on that, I didn't get a lot of good response, right? Because it costs money and it's difficult, right? But there's that little cul-de-sac right there.
Oh my God, you're reading my mind. Go ahead, I'm
that
listening.
Cul-de-sac in the Commerce Center right there, we could call it the Martin Luther King Commerce Center. Yeah. And it'd show off that incredible statue that Margaret Hill loved so much.
Yes, she did.
And by the way, every element of that cage that they had around Martin Luther King is removed. Even the poles that were standing on the outside, everything's been removed. So they're just watching it better, the best they can. And it's good to see the Alexanders in the house.
All right.
Hi.
What's up?
So we're just talking about how I mentioned for future meetings that we'd like to possibly name the little this turnabout right there after Martin Luther King, maybe bring a little more attention to that incredible statue. And that's pretty much it for that meeting. And would you have anything to add for current events, Yanni?
You know what? For current events, we definitely want to shout out the Redlands Area Interfaith Council. Yesterday was their Thanksgiving event at the Redlands First Methodist Church, the Interfaith Thanksgiving celebration that they did. Amazing turnout, probably 300 plus people there. all the different faiths that are held in our community, coming together, showing that we can unify as humanity. And then after that, they have a whole bunch of pies that they serve to everybody. I had to leave, so I didn't get a slice of pie. But it was a beautiful event, and I love the unity that you see throughout the Inland Empire.
And what do you got? What's that drink you got there?
Oh, shout out to Viva La Boba. This is the Indian chai with oat milk, no boba. I'm not a fan of boba, but I love their drinks there. They always take care of you. Shop local. The money spent in our community stays in our community.
I did a Where Am I outside their business today. I didn't get to go in there because I was cutting it close with time, but I still hope they get some business from that.
You were all over the place today, bro. I saw that beautiful picture that you took. It looks like on the top of Highland or Baseline.
Yeah, we went everywhere.
Yeah. And even to the commissioner's meeting.
Well, I take care of my mama, and she's a boss. People say I'm a boss, but I ain't no boss.
No.
But my mama's a boss.
You better know what side your bread is.
Yeah,
butter
like
on.
I just do whatever she does. As long as she's not saying I want another serving of brownies, then we're okay, right?
So would you guys mind if I talk about a couple things?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we had a downtown neighborhood association meeting last Thursday, and David Friedman actually hosted it in one of his buildings, the person that owns Viva La Boba. And really looking at Ray Blum does an excellent job. Diego Brasant, along with that team, organized a citywide cleanup a while back, and that was huge. They're doing another one on November 29th, citywide again, and they want to make it a monthly event. And so that's huge. Want to get people out to that. If you know somebody that can help, connect, donate items, they always need stuff to clean up. And then the other thing is Arrowhead United Way, and I know it's full, but I still want to shout out to Arrowhead United Way, i.e. Rebound, the police department, probation, district attorney's office. They're doing 1,000 turkey and fixings giveaway this Saturday. Right.
That's a lot of turkeys.
Yeah. Definitely shout out to Dr. Gwen and the leadership there. Shout out to Duckworth, Owen Duckworth as well of IE Rebound, doing a lot of great work. I'm going to try to, because I signed up for the 10K at the turkey trot.
Yeah.
I might have to go to the 5K because I'm slated to do the photography for that event. So I got to get over there at a set time. So I'm hoping I can knock out the 5K and then get over there in time. If not, I'll be there to cheer everybody
You do those
on.
5-minute miles in the 10K. You'll be
Right.
miles. You said you've been
Just
training.
run it.
You said you've been training. He said he's been telling me for months now he's been training.
I've been walking regularly, but I didn't get to the jog. I did jog a little today, just like, man, the turkey trot's this Saturday. Like,
Right.
what's been happening? But I haven't been walking over the last few days because of the rain, so I got a chance to actually walk today. So I'm going to do my best.
I jogged all the way to the Forest Fall from the head of the trail all the
Yeah.
way to the first falls.
Look at you.
And I'm out of shape. I was like, I'm just gonna run on over there and run back,
Right.
so my mama won't even miss me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, exactly.
But afterwards, that felt
Felt
so good. It felt so good.
You probably got yourself a brownie, right?
Yeah. No, we went to the Oaks up in Angeles Oaks and spent some money at a business that needs some business because the road has been closed up there for about 3 months now. All right, well, we have the Alexanders in the house this is a time for this show.
Time.
Turkey trot. I mean, I gotta get up and do something.
Yeah,
Right?
Right? There you go.
11 years of this stuff.
I thought Felicia would have her feathers on today.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Man,
Got the medals. Okay, we'll do the medals.
Most colorful that I've seen thus far.
Yeah.
Hey, I knew I was off the hook when she wasn't wearing her turkey trot shirt. So I came from work too, right? I'm serious. But so what do we got going on? We changed the date to Saturday so more people can participate.
Right, we changed the date for more people to participate, and we've exceeded last year's registration already, and there's still, 5 days ago, 6 days ago? We exceeded registration. We're probably going to, I'm telling you, we're going to shut it down probably on what? Tomorrow?
So get it
The
now.
Wednesday.
Yeah, call right now.
What's today? Tuesday? Monday? Monday. Yeah, Wednesday. We'll probably shut it down on Wednesday. So
Morning.
morning. What did she say?
Tomorrow.
At midnight. She said tomorrow at midnight.
Tomorrow.
Would
Okay.
be Wednesday morning. But
That's right. There we go.
Smart, Yanni. Smart.
That's right. But it's at Cal State this year. We brought to Cal State, the lovely campus at Cal State. It's a lot of twists and turns this time. And you know what? I've been to Cal State a lot, but I've never walked it all through Cal State with all the trees. And all
I
that.
actually took jogging there. It's an incredible run. It's a great spot.
you know, you said you saw a lot that one time you were on campus running from the police. You remember that?
That was because I beer bonged and then just dropped.
That was the jog.
Yeah. No, but like I only got, they only picked me up once.
There you go.
But they were nice. They just let me go and put me back in the dorms.
I wonder why.
I was searching for a bro that was lost. Or a girl. One or the other. I don't know.
He had the coyote mascot chasing him.
Yeah. That's a cool mascot they got in front of the school. Anyway.
Go Yotes.
Yeah, go Yotes.
So-
They didn't do
Go
that when I
Yotes.
was going there.
I didn't go to the school. Our daughter graduated from that school. We didn't go to that school.
So what are you trying to showcase? Are you tired today?
Do I look tired?
Yeah,
No,
a little bit tired.
I'm not tired.
You guys have been working so hard. So tell us what you've been working so hard lately since the last event. Just like helping our school kids.
Well, I mean, yes. So we are doing a couple of things that are a little different, or continuing the tradition that we started last year. We are allowing schools, if they come out to us and they say, hey, we want to start our own fundraising effort. And so you'll see that Middle College High School is on the registration site, and they're raising funds.
That's what you've
And
always
last
wanted
year-
to do.
And last year we matched them.
Oh,
And so we
cool.
will continue with that tradition. In addition to that, we started collecting children's books last year as well, for collaborating with Assistance League of San Bernardino, and those children's books are being donated to the Cal Safe program, so to teenage parents.
I do have one ad. I spoke to the program vice president of Sigma Phi Epsilon at Cal State San Bernardino. Just happened to meet him at the local establishment over there getting some fried chicken. And I'm like, I'm a Sig Ep, because he's wearing his letter. Like, oh, yeah. So we've been talking. And I was like, hey, are you guys involved in the Turkey Trot? Is a fraternal, because those organizations, they do intramurals and all that stuff too. So maybe not this year, because it sounds like the registration's ending, but I'll definitely make sure they get involved next year.
We would like that. We actually approached the university about just their outreach. So my understanding is that there was communication that was sent out, but any help that you can provide as an alumni will always be helpful, because I think it creates that stickiness, and that will definitely, you can be the one who's our ambassador, just reaching out to the community there. But we did work through the university just to get the message out there. And I know we said we're closing our registration, but just to provide some clarity, we're closing it, but then on the day of, we will open it up to a small percentage of people who walk on site to register. The last year, we kind of did the same thing. However, our registration is well above it was last year. So we learned some lessons learned from last year. However, we don't want to be faced with telling somebody, hey, you can't run, because again, this is a family fun tradition. We want to make sure that people are happy, having a good time. There are some competitive ones out there, so it is a timed race, both the 5K, 10K, and we're also bringing back the 1K. So Robert, I don't know if you remember, we used to have the 1K race, and
Yeah.
For the kids.
Tanya, you probably remember
And
as well.
they were dressed
when they were
up too,
younger,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
So we discontinued it for a couple years, but now we're bringing it back. And we're super excited about that, because our registration is already up to 40 kids, whereas before it used
Cal
to be like
State's
5
perfect
kids.
for that too.
And so
Was it easier to set up the route?
it is definitely easier, because we're able to, where is it? At the
Use the paths. Yeah.
It's
It's
actually
all around the 1K is around the track for the kids.
Oh,
The 1K is around-
awesome.
1K is around the track for the kids. The adults will be running around the campus.
Okay. And it's a beautiful run, team.
Yeah, it's
it
a
really
beautiful
is.
run.
And it
beautiful.
goes back to being about health and wellness. Yanni, you were saying you haven't quite gotten up to the running aspect. You're still making those steps every day. You're still gaining the strides, all of those things. Right. I cannot tell you enough how many health benefits there are to walking. And the more you walk, the more it does for you. All the way to stopping overthinking, getting your health in order, all of those things. So I'm really proud of you.
And he's getting his mama walking too, because I call over there and he'll be walking with his mama.
Definitely. You're so correct. Correct, Tanya. Where it's self care. For me,
Right.
my walking regimen is self care. Allows me.
Yep.
I'm an early bird, so I like to get out there. It kind of sets the tone for my day, and it's been like that since I used to go to Cal State San
In a
Bernardino.
midnight toger?
No, no, Steve Miller.
I wouldn't say all that now,
I
brother.
gotta say
No, Steve Miller.
Early bird?
I gotta say this as an advocate for sickle cell trait and rhabdo. Hydration is important.
Yes,
So
indeed.
make sure that you drink half your body weight in ounces of water per day.
Absolutely.
Avoid
Often.
dehydration.
No,
that's very
I have hydration issues. So
Me too.
Right here.
Very
Right
important.
here. That's my other one every time.
Oh, gotcha.
Right there.
That is
Yeah.
a good.
Water and
It will
You gotta-
change your
yeah,
life
you
if
gotta-
you keep yourself hydrated, man.
Guy, you have to.
It can actually change you, make you happier. It's
right,
weird.
Right, it's so
Yeah.
important. And then just to put an extra plug out there, I mean, our inspiration and sharing our story about the turkey trot is really about instilling health and wellness in a community where we felt that there is a need and opportunity to get more people out there to work out. So the competitive piece is one thing, but it's all about just being healthy mentally and physically. And we welcome vendors who are interested in even promoting what they're doing in that space. So if you have been to our race, you will see intentionally our vendors, the ones that we have usually are centered around some form of health and wellness. I also want to put a plug out to our sponsors because we cannot do this alone. And we have had several sponsors that have been with us throughout the years. So got to put a special shout out to our premier sponsor, which is
Yamava. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm going to give them love.
you
when it's
have
not my-
you have your time.
Thank you.
You have your
You have your
time.
time of Sam
Yes.
I do
Mello.
old school.
Yes, you have your time.
You can try. You have your time.
You
Yeah,
have
have
your
your
time.
time.
You have your
Okay,
time.
I'm working on it.
Amazon.
They're really practicing hard, but they understand that it takes practice for us too. Yeah, because it's not always easy to pronounce other languages. But wow,
Okay,
to be
but-
able to do it is awesome.
But I just want to put a special shout out to them because they've been with us since day one. We started our race in 2015, and it was 110 people that participated. And from that day on, they've been with us, and they have not ever left. And we've had several others that have been with us. Just to name a few, we have Amazon, ThinkWise, Vertec, Arrowhead United Way has been with us with definitely one of our sponsors and many more. I mean, our shirts, we make sure that who is sponsoring us, regardless of what level, we're recognizing them because we appreciate all of the support that we're receiving.
Our biggest sponsor is Chris at Print Pros.
Yes.
And I mean, these shirts, all those shirts.
Yes,
Chris at
he's
Print
been our
Pros
designer
since the
from day
beginning,
one.
From day one. He's
That's
been-
awesome.
Yes.
He does us.
Thank you.
We try our
These-
best to keep the business in San
That's
Bernardino.
my other wardrobe because I've been here like 11 years. I got 10 shirts. So I'll be like, I'm sorry. The first shirt wasn't the best. And so I couldn't keep it in line.
I still have it. That's
I know,
legacy.
but it wasn't like this, so I wore it out so quick. But these ones I wore a million times.
It's
man.
legacy.
Because he wore it out.
Yes.
Yeah, I really wore it out, and I used it as a work shirt afterwards.
He's a
So
walking billboard.
it was hard to get rid of that one after the 6 months not wearing them.
And we put a special shout out to you too. You've been with us since day one.
Oh yes, and
Starting with I Love San Bernardino.
And I'd also like to put a shout out to our new co-host, our new co-MC, Giovanni, and he's been helping since 3 years total, and he just sings the national anthem so incredible.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, like he's really a treat to have.
Jamani
Jamani
Chess.
Yeah,
Chess.
Jamani. I'm sorry,
It's all good.
Jamani.
At first
And
I was like,
well, he's just like, I don't know, like a breath of fresh air out there, you know, because like it's hard to just do it all on your own. So like whenever I need a breath, he's like right there to help. Or Damon, you know, he's always got hot
To
air.
put in a plug for him and his amazing mom, you know, Reverend Martindale, when they do their like theater productions and dance things, like for instance, when they did the My Hair, My Health in Riverside a few years ago, I mean, the production is top level. You thought you were there at the Disney show or Magic Mountain or Universal. Very, very well done. It's on a professional level, and so shout out to them and the great work that
Yeah,
they do.
and I'm sorry I messed your name up, dude, but you do awesome. Thank you. Awesomeness. Like we need 10 more kids doing that.
So are you coming out dressed as a turkey this year or a pilgrim? Which one? Turkey or pilgrim? Turkey or pilgrim?
I'm just gonna go with old Indiana Rob, like I always do, man.
One day.
Yeah,
One day.
I-
Turkey or pilgrim? We're gonna get
If
you.
I could find something like that, I might do that just for you.
Well,
Yeah,
look what
no,
I found.
but no lipstick. You know,
We need to make him one of those turkey skirts out of tulle and just different colored
okay,
tulle
well then I'll
tied
do it.
around.
Then
you
I'll
know,
do it.
I think it could be easy.
I think that'll work out just fine.
It's
Still
like
got time.
I always think of you if you put lipstick on a pig, you know.
It's still a pig.
Yeah, dang it. So I might as well just be Indiana Jones. I don't know. Anyways, great.
Ron never heard that one.
Yeah. Good. I'm minding my own business.
You're like, what's going on?
Right.
You never heard that saying?
Oh yeah.
Where are you from?
L.A.?
That's why. That's why. Your people ain't from the South?
No.
Because that's an old
Well,
Southern
Alabama, but that's as far
That's
as
that's
that.
that's
I still ain't heard
the
that
South.
one.
He's disconnected.
I still ain't heard that one. They must have kept that one to themselves.
There you go. You don't mess with chitlins either. Huh?
No.
Oh,
I can tell.
Well, we do have an elected official on the show for a second, so we just ask you a little bit about what's going on with our kids in the city, schools. Is everything going good?
Everything's going great. I'm sure you all are aware of the fact that we just had a couple of ribbon cuttings. And one was the Pockham Pockham Center, which is our Welcome Center. And we're super excited because that Welcome Center is an opportunity for us now to register our scholars in one place, also take care of their needs as it relates to school services. It's also an opportunity if you would like to have events. There's an opportunity to do that for family engagement as well as community engagement activities. So we're super, super excited. It was definitely a huge investment.
And we lost
and-
a good deal of our history for that investment, but I did see the benefits in the community center and the new school police station that they're going to be building.
That is
Right.
our public safety building. Can you elaborate when you say we lost a
Well,
bit of history?
the church on 7th Street
Oh,
there.
gotcha.
So like we
Okay.
discussed
Right.
that in our commission meeting today, and so there was a keystone, that a time capsule that was there that was removed, and we're wondering what happened with all that stuff. So that's just one aspect of it. But the community center we love all that stuff. That's good stuff. But sometimes like that's one thing San Bernardino's been known for is we give up our history for something new. So sometimes you got to do a cost benefit analysis of what it is, and I think a family center is very valuable to our, and someday it will be historic. That huge building, oh yeah.
You're right. I mean, we have over 40,000 students, right?
Yep.
So,
Worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love history, but you cannot always protect it.
Definitely.
You do your best.
I know that we're getting around the bases. Wanted to speak about your book that you have.
so you guys kind of heard the excitement earlier, and I'll tune you guys in because you didn't get to hear it. During COVID, we would do a lot of hiking, and on those hikes, we would take our 3 dogs, and so I have my one dog, Beastie Boy, and that's the Italian Mastiff, right? If you ever do a Zoom with me, it's Beastie Boy. And then I have the Shar-Pei that is the black Chinese dog. And then I have the Frenchie that's this little tiny dog. And we would go hiking up in the foothills of San Bernardino, Cal State, the ponds, there's a little waterfall up there if you know where it is. And so in the book, it's the story of doing those things up in our foothills, playing leapfrog with the frogs, seeing the hang gliders come down, going onto the college campus and talking to Mr. Coyote and things like that. And so what I did is, because I want it to become a series and I want to do branding and all of that with it, it's called the Doggy Explorers, and then it's going to be the adventures of and where they go. And so in this picture that I had sent Robert, the thing that I made sure that was in it was the arrowhead. So yes, exactly. Local flora and fauna, the things that go on in this area, and all of it is indigenous to this area and I have a picture of my dog doing this. It's great. Smelling the sunflowers, all of those things, just things that literally happened up in our hills during that time. So,
Yeah, cool. Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. So when is the book going to be debuting, and how can people pre-purchase a copy?
So it should drop next week. I'm working on finalizations right now with the publisher. It'll be on Barnes and Noble. It will be, and all I have to do is search Tanya Rhodes Hensley, and it's the only one I have out right now. It'll be on Amazon, and then it will go worldwide on 40 different platforms. So you can download it on Kindle starting next week. Okay. And then I would love to, anybody that would like to do an author's forum, and I would love to bring out books, sign them, read to kids. I was a literacy specialist. So for me, it's been a lifelong dream to write a book.
Well, congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely. That's
Well,
amazing.
yeah.
That's amazing. I look forward to seeing the series.
I'll take the inspiration. I need it.
I hear you, because you're still working on your
Yeah,
book.
no, well, it's not easy writing no book.
No,
It's you.
it's not. It's definitely not.
Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Would like to pivot to Farhan. Very interesting. You served our country. You have a nonprofit that raises awareness around sickle cell trait. But one of your latest ventures is very inspiring to me. Being an owner of the Hounds, I believe, is the name of
new owner,
the league.
yeah,
How that experience has been for you, sir?
Man, owning a basketball team. I also still have my basketball identity as a child in high school.
Is that imposter syndrome?
No. Not at
You had to be there before the show.
all.
You need a dunk on him, man.
I'm not even worried about that. The identity of being a basketball player transitioned to now being an owner.
Okay.
So since I
Beautiful
can
transition.
exercise and do what I used to do in the court,
Yes.
to be around these players and to bring these conversations to the table that are important to not just us, but the community. As she mentioned, one of our main campaigns is for the love of dogs. Since we're the Inland Empire Hounds,
Yeah.
and I kept that name, I had a female boxer. She lived to be 14 years old. I had to put her down in 2022.
Our
So I
condolences.
never dealt with that grief. My dad passed away in 19, my grandpa in 2020, and then my dog. So there was a lot of grief going on. And so in this, taking on the Hounds, what better way to support the dog community since my heart's not ready for another pet, then we can give back to those communities. There's a lot of dog conversations across the country,
Definitely.
from the spay and neuter to the fostering. There's like so much dynamic to
One
that.
aspect I love with the dogs as well is how for the veterans and how
Yeah,
for
service
emotional
dogs.
support,
Exactly. So you
and
got
that's
service
beautiful.
dogs. Yeah.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
my dog Daisy, I had her since she was 8 weeks old. And so when, just training her and developing her, I never made her a service dog. I never thought about that process. But I always thought that when she passed, I could handle it naturally.
I hear you.
But those last few weeks, I saw her suffering like it just didn't
Your
make
family
sense.
members.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
family.
They're
yeah.
family members.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
with this
hard.
campaign, our first season opener is this Sunday, the 23rd, at the Norton Gym. We're inviting brands to partner with us, from dog breeders up to grief counselors for pet owners. So that's my contribution to that. I've partnered with the San Bernardino County Animal Care and some other small nonprofits.
Awesome.
And so we're just looking to have this season be a part of that dog community.
And the last time we spoke, we were over at Vicki Davis's June Jam.
Oh, yeah.
The youth, what is it? The Youth Entrepreneur, the seventh annual Youth Entrepreneur event. And you were speaking about a need for a videographer. You want to shout that out there and let?
Yeah.
Listening,
You know, we know it's 2025 and we don't expect things for free, but we're looking for people to come and be a part of that, to help us film the game, to help us record some of the conversations, some B-roll, just so we can capture that. And again, we have ways that you can earn money with us. Part of the ways we're giving back to those dog foundations is we're offering 30% of our ticket sales.
Awesome.
With the organization's code that we provided, that they can buy their ticket and then 30% will go to that foundation. If they can buy dog food or whatever, pay for a spay or a neuter or vaccines or shots or whatever. So that's really the main part. Also, personal connected is my sickle cell trait campaign, of course. So we'll be talking about sickle cell trait, and then also one of the most important things in that spiritual context is that relationship of reconciliation and self-forgiveness.
I love
so
that.
restoring that. Our children are so important.
Yes.
The stuff that I discovered at 40 years old, I had to go back and get a new ideology, a new philosophy and theology, because I made up stories about my mom and dad that I was abandoned, they didn't love me, and so we make decisions growing up. And a lot of it's connected to our families.
Yeah.
And so that disconnection from our families around 12 years old, by the time you turn to your peers for love and acceptance, that's all trial and error. So
Definitely.
we talk about imposter syndrome and identity crisis, and so I went through
Esteem
that as a
issues.
military retired. My identity was trapped in that rank and that camouflage. So when my medical board took place, when that rank was gone, I didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
So that triggered the suicide ideation, the depression, the anxiety, discovering what's next. But we
Definitely.
believe that with our curriculum and our education, we can catch that
Yes.
early.
Definitely.
8 years old. Imagine you could restore that heart of that child to that mom and dad
Beautiful.
at that age. Now that honor your father and mother is not I love you every day or like you, but it's how I think about my parents.
I think it would be so important to have what you do, especially when we're thinking about mental health and esteem and identity for our kids of color
Right.
throughout this school district, right? Because they need to hear that. We're still battling the stigma attached to mental health, right? To me, when you reach for help, that's empowerment, that's self-love, that's self-care. And we need to continue to let them know the truth about this. 1 out of 4 Americans will go through a mental health crisis in each given year, right? So this is something that you might happen to you, and to have the tools to navigate those things are so important.
But let me give you real-time experience. Just a few weeks ago, I discovered as men, we suffer in silence, our weakness, right? Can't be vulnerable. Well, I made a decision at 14 that I'm not going to be vulnerable and have to defend myself in relationships. How I healed that was with my personal development education, the listening conversations that we teach. But then I saw that in relationships, I was defending my intention versus how I landed on people. So my personality, my character, my behavior, my body language, sometimes you hurt people with that, right?
I hear you.
I'm saying it.
Right. So what I discovered was that I was defending my intention because I was hurt too. So if I'm hurt, then I'm lashing out, but that's not how we're supposed to be as Christ followers. So when I saw that part, and then it led me to James 5:16, where you confess your faults to one another, then I got that in the spiritual context. And so my mind was like, well, if I can find my freedom in confessing my faults to one another in the Word, what that did for my heart was it allowed me to be vulnerable again.
Definitely. No, I love that.
And open to love.
And open, yeah, of course. Well, so it's funny you say that, because what I discovered in that same conversation was I have this fear of this conversation that I have to choose love the way it is and the way it isn't, but I also have to choose being unloved the way it is and the way it isn't. So when I can choose being unloved and loved, I'm in that space of peace.
Okay.
Because
Like a
everybody may not
balance.
love me.
That's the
But
truth.
I have to love
That's the
myself
truth.
first. So
Number one,
So
A1.
if you can choose life the way it is and the way it isn't, some people just say that's the way it is.
I
No,
hear you.
you have to complete the circle. That's the way it is, and that's the way it isn't. And by putting all that together, I got free from a 41-year-old decision that I'm not vulnerable. That I can
Beautiful.
express being vulnerable because my spiritual context is I can confess my faults. And that gives
I
me my
love that.
power back.
I love
But as
that.
men, we're not taught to be open and share your
And we
emotions
need
and
to-
feelings.
You talk about that all the
That's
time.
a flaw, though.
Yeah.
It is. It's a
And-
shortcoming.
And I'm proof that you can, if you're willing
You
to do the
can
work.
grow.
But
Yes.
you got to be willing.
No, you gotta
be
bring it
You
willing.
in.
gotta
effort.
put the work in.
You got to
You know,
be it, not do it only.
definitely. No, I love this, and we definitely need to have a deeper dive with this conversation.
for sure.
Bring in gentlemen from all different ethnicities, all different faith practices, and talk about our mental health and our connection with the whatever we define as a
Sometimes
define.
it's just low mood stress. See, on my other talk show, we talk about the labels. Sometimes we identify those labels and it traps us. But what if it's just low mood stress?
very.
It could be mental toughness.
Definitely. And that's one thing I really enjoyed when I had the opportunity to be a part of your shows when we had those talks about mental health. I enjoy sports not as much as I used to when I used to play.
Yeah.
But I the mental health aspect is something that we deal with, especially as people of color here in this nation. The microaggressions, the things that this is the additional layer of obstacles that we have to go through, right?
I don't think anybody escapes that. When we talk about, people coming from other countries to this country, from famine and trying to survive,
I hear you.
the white skinned community that were hyphenated with us, that are no longer hyphenated, we forget about that they came to this country with their own struggles. They may not address theirs publicly, but they still suffer some in silence.
Well, you know what? To each their own.
And I love that. But one thing that we talked about before we got on air today, we were having a conversation, and it was, you called it imposter syndrome, and I said I learned a long time ago that it's not that I can't, it's what changes do I need to make too. And so, yeah, I really think that everyone else needs to hear just that much of that conversation that we had, because it was really powerful in those few minutes. So thank you for that, you guys, tonight.
We always get powerful on this show, let me tell you. Well, this has been great. We've learned 3 different incredible stories in 1 hour. And I have to mention that this last week has just been a blur to me, but I got to really see our community in the county before the rain, and now I'm going to go see it after it. And let me tell you, our county is incredible, team. We have incredible things. If you're not going up to Cal State for an evening stroll once in a while, you should.
Then you need to come on December 13th to the Symphony Orchestra.
I do need to come to the Symphony Orchestra.
You need to go December 13th at 3 o'clock. We are having our Christmas concert. And we know I'm always shout out because I sit on the board. And so I got to give a shout out to the symphony, right? It's not the San Bernardino City, it's the Regional Symphony Orchestra. It's everybody's symphony orchestra. Anthony Parker is our maestro.
Superstar.
Not superstar, megastar.
All right,
Megastar.
you got it.
He
You got it.
decided we just extended his contract. we just extended.
Hey, whenever I share
contract.
his work, I'm serious. He'll get on that post and like it.
That's
That is
okay.
how good he is.
Yeah, he is outstanding. We are lucky, and when I say lucky, now that I've been on the board for 4 years, I've gone around to other philharmonics and symphony orchestras. We are blessed here in San Bernardino. We are blessed to have one of the best orchestras. Culturally, you need to come out and see what it has to offer. I have grown as a person just going to the concerts and meeting other people and sharing about our orchestra to other parts of the region, LA, Orange County. I take my wife along with me too, of course, because she's an ambassador.
Because you want to be able to come on.
Now,
I make the life.
if there's any board positions or anything, because there's several boards associated with the symphony,
Right.
please consider Yanni, because he has a passion for the symphony. And
Do you know he just joined the 100 Black Men of the Inland Empire?
so he's not going to have any time now.
That's right, because he's going to be mentoring kids.
Ooh,
He's going to have to be mentoring
Do
kids.
you guys have pledges, or how's that work?
It doesn't. It's not like that.
that
It's
bad.
not like that.
Oh,
Not like that
sure.
anymore. 'Cause when I was president, it definitely was. But he got lucky. He just got pinned. What was that? 3 weeks ago.
25th, October 25th.
Congratulations.
He just got pinned.
Yeah,
So
congratulations.
the 100 is the most predominant African American organization for mentoring children in the nation, and we started our organization 11 years ago, about the same time we started the Turkey Trot.
Is it really 100 or do you take
We
more?
started out with 27 men.
So you gotta go. You gotta go.
We started out with 27 men back then. And April 15th, 2014, at American Legion Post 14 is when I called the meeting, and we started out there.
Definitely.
Okay.
It was a beautiful gala. You know, it's very nice when you see organizations do it right, you know, and not spare any expense, and then most important that the community comes out and supports that, right? Because at the end of the day, these are fundraisers, and when the community, when the Divine Nine and Links and other organizations come out, buy tables and just invest in our community, investing in our youth, it's a beautiful thing, and there's a great need there. So the fact that people want to come there and address that is a beautiful thing. So I encourage anyone out here, especially within the Inland Empire, if you're interested in connecting with a group of positive brothers that are not talking about but change, but are actually being the change and investing their time and energy in our youth and within ourselves, one another as well. Because I'm there learning from these brothers. I'm trying to become a homeowner. I've yet to create my kids, right? So I'm learning from these brothers what it takes to have a business that employs 100+ people. What are some of the different opportunities? A lot of the brothers in this chapter, a few of them are pilots, right? And I wanted to learn how to fly as well, so I'm connecting with them, and I'm going to be taken to the sky.
That's how you
come
do
this
it,
time
dude.
next year, for real.
Yeah, and that's what community is all about.
Yes,
I mean,
indeed.
we lift each other up, and hopefully that rung you can reach it then, right?
Amen. It's all possible. It's all possible.
Well, thank you all for showing up today. I appreciate you. I know we all have incredibly hard schedules, but to come together for the community, for the I Love San Bernardino County radio show with Ipiani Locker and Robert Porter, and we are